At around 1926, on Monday the 21st of October 2024, two passenger trains collided near Talerddig, Powys. Both train services were operated by Transport for Wales Rail Limited, TfWRL. The trains were operating on Network Rail's Cambrian line. This is mainly a single track with passing loops provided at intervals to allow trains travelling in opposite directions to pass each other. Train 1 Juliet 25, the 1831 service from Shrewsbury to Aberystwyth, had been approaching the loop at Talerddig with the intention of stopping there. This would allow Train 1 Sierra 71, the 1909 Machynlleth to Shrewsbury service to pass. Train 1 Juliet 25 would then have continued its journey towards Aberystwyth. However, it did not stop at the planned location and continued, leaving the passing loop onto the single line on which Train 1 Sierra 71 was approaching. When the two trains collided head-on, Train 1 Juliet 25 was travelling at approximately 24 miles per hour, while Train 1 Sierra 71 was travelling at approximately 6 miles per hour. Tragically, a passenger travelling on board Train 1 Juliet 25 lost their life because of the collision. 3 people on this train were seriously injured, including the train's guard, and 18 people received minor injuries. The driver of Train 1 Sierra 71 suffered serious injuries, and the remaining 5 people on that train all suffered minor injuries. Extensive damage was caused to both trains, although neither derailed. Damage was also caused to a set of points at Talerddig Loop. The railway line was closed until the 28th of October 2024, 7 days after the accident. The accident was caused by Train 1 Juliet 25 passing its authorised stopping position and entering the single line which was occupied by approaching Train 1 Sierra 71. Train 1 Juliet 25 passed its authorised stopping position due to a combination of 3 factors. The wheel-to-rail adhesion was too low to support the braking levels demanded without sand being discharged. It had been raining in the area, but the level of wheel-to-rail adhesion as Train 1 Juliet 25 approached the loop was not exceptional for October. Train 1 Juliet 25 was fitted with systems which are designed to discharge sand into the wheel-to-rail interface and improve the adhesion. During its investigation, RAIB found that the automatic sanding system on Train 1 Juliet 25 did not operate before the collision, probably due to electrical defects. The train was also fitted with a separate emergency sanding system which could be operated by the driver. However, this system was not activated. Our investigation also found that the approach speed of Train 1 Juliet 25 was such that the signalling system fitted on the Cambrian line initiated a brake application which, in the absence of sanding, was greater than the prevailing wheel-to-rail adhesion could support. The driver also made a similar brake application very shortly afterwards. Having passed its intended stopping point within Talerddig Loop, Train 1 Juliet 25 then entered the single line beyond. There were no engineered mitigations to prevent 1 Juliet 25 entering the occupied single line. The area beyond the loop had exceptionally low wheel-to-rail adhesion and a steep downhill gradient. This meant that even though the brakes on Train 1 Juliet 25 were fully applied, the train did not slow down as it ran towards Train 1 Sierra 71. Meanwhile, Train 1 Sierra 71 continued in the direction of Talerddig towards Train 1 Juliet 25 because the driver of that train received no instruction to stop. This was because the signalling system could not automatically issue an instruction for the train to stop, and the signaller had not reached a clear understanding with the driver of train 1 Juliet 25 regarding the position and movement of that train. As a result of the investigation, RAIB has made 9 recommendations. These cover improvements in the design, maintenance and testing of train-borne sounding equipment, reviews of how overrun risks are assessed, reviews by TfWRL of how drivers are trained, prospective improvements to wheel-to-rail adhesion conditions through Network Rail's improved understanding of the effectiveness of railhead treatment regimes, a review of standards and rules governing the design of passenger train interior fittings to reduce the risk of injury to passengers in the event of an accident, and ensuring on-train staff have the skills and knowledge required to act appropriately in an emergency. RAIB also identified an important learning point, reminding railway staff of the importance of reaching a clear understanding when conducting safety-critical communications. Read the full report and find out more about our other work at gov.uk/RAIB.